Every day, 2,185 children are reported missing in the U.S. In order to help prevent abductions, it's up to parents, guardians, family members, and a community of support to help educate children on stranger danger. But what is a stranger?
A stranger for a child is someone that they don't know. And I think that one of the interesting things when you're talking about children is that children really don't meet a stranger. To a child, everyone starts off as a friend. So it's important for the parents to define for the child what a stranger really is.
There are several things a child can do when approached by a stranger.
And I think that it's important to differentiate between family members, individuals that they see every day, because just because you see a school crossing guard every day, that doesn't make that person a friend to you. Just because they see the mailman every day, it doesn't make that person a friend. So they first have to be able to identify the individual as a stranger and not a friend. And if that individual approaches them, if they feel uncomfortable, then the child go the other direction, scream, run, whatever it takes to avoid close interaction with that individual.
The key is distance. A child needs to keep his distance, and we need to teach them about keeping their distance. We have a series of different methods of teaching the kids this. We teach them at a very early age, right around kindergarten age. We do a program, Stranger Danger. And we go out and teach them about the buddy plan, about making sure that their parents have a route, that they know where they're going to be, and we make sure that phone numbers are all given out. So we teach the kids right from the beginning is distance. And if they're outside in an open area, we don't teach them about screaming. We want them to yell for help or yell no. Because a lot of times kids are out playing, you hear screaming all the time, and it doesn't really get a lot of attention. So what we want to do is teach them to yell out what they are having a problem with, and someone in the community would be able to see that and not just blow it off as kids playing.
Communicating with children from a young age can help make sure they know what to do when an uncomfortable or dangerous situation arises.
I have a 4-year-old little boy, and I role play with him as to these are the things that you need to be aware of. If somebody attempts to walk up to you while you're on the sidewalk and ask you, would you like some candy, come with me, or I want to take you to Dairy Queen, or wherever the situation may be, it's important for you to role play with your children, explain to them what situations would be a situation in which a stranger would attempt to approach and the things that the strangers may say or may do to entice the child. I think every family should have a code word that the child can identify and know that, okay, this is somebody that mom and dad have sent to me to pick me up or to come get me. Code words are very important. We also teach with fire safety that, go to your neighbor's house or go to a certain tree and stand and wait if there's a fire. The same thought process should go into play when parents are teaching their children about strangers to come up with that code word, and that be the word and the only word that's mentioned when a situation occurs where the parents can't be there to pick somebody up.
Role-playing came in hand in 2007 when a young girl responded quickly to a stranger when she was approached in a store.
A 9-year-old girl was at a local store in which an individual who drove from West Virginia to Columbus did his surveillance on the store, waited for what he thought was the best time to attempt to walk up and take this 9-year-old girl from the store away from her parents. This individual was bound and determined to abduct somebody. In his vehicle there was duct tape, there was rope. He was ready and prepared to entice the child and get that child into the vehicle and take her away from Columbus. In the situation, the employee of the store came to the aid of the little girl, who did a great job of screaming for help. And it was very clear to the employee that this was not a parent, this was not a friend, this was in fact a very dangerous stranger, and came to the aid of the small child, got great information. She obtained information from the vehicle's license plate number to the description of the suspect, was able to give law enforcement when they responded that information, and it was very critical in the prosecution and apprehension and prosecution of this individual.
Another way parents or guardians can help protect their children is with an old cell phone.
A child was on the street, the car come up, tried to get the kid into the car by stepping out of the car. She pulled out her cell phone. When she pulled out the cell phone, the suspect then jumped back in his car and he drove off. Most people don't know that if you have a telephone that's out of service, doesn't work, it'll still not dial 911. So you could actually put one of those in a child's backpack as they can't call anybody, so they're not going to run up a bill. But as long as you teach the child when the appropriate time is to actually use that phone, you can have a child with a phone, 911, anytime as long as it's charged.
Although it's crucial for parents to talk to their kids about strangers, it's also important for communities to be alert.
Be a good witness. We in law enforcement are always asking for information from the public. Be our eyes and ears. If something doesn't look right, chances are it's not right. Take additional information, record. These days, everybody has a cell phone, maybe possibly record the individual, record the situation, contact law enforcement. If something just didn't look right, your information could be the information that's key to an abduction.
If you would like more information on stranger danger, please visit the Central Ohio Crime Stoppers website at stopcrime.org.